Hi, I'm Rodimus2099. As usual, I'm here with a video, and this week's video is, well, today's video. If you don't know, we just hit 100 subscribers. I gotta thank every one of you. Thank you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I know I'm asking for it at the beginning. I usually do it at the end, but it would mean a lot, because if I get to at least 1,000 before the end of the year, before 2020 is fully over, I will do a face reveal. I promise that 100%. Anyway, that's only if you want to see it, but honestly, there's not much there. It's really just full blank surface except for a mouth and, eyes and nose and chins. Yeah, that's about it. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about the villains that are in the Children of Arkham series. All the ones that you will see before Season 1 officially starts. Season 2 officially starts. So these are all the characters that are confirmed and shown and there. And I'm going to tell you if they're at Arkham, Blackgate, or unknown. So number 1, Bane, he is deceased. He was killed, and it was mainly, the point of it was proving that Deadshot is wanting to not be the deadliest assassin. He wants to be a friend and helper to Batman and his quest to end crime. And that was the whole point of it. So a lot of people were like, why'd you kill Bane? He could have been so cool later on. I mean, the Arkham games never killed Bane, and it was honestly kind of pointless. Well, I want to make Deadshot a different character. I want to have a totally different Deadshot, Totally different. Yeah, that's all I want. Number 2 is Killer Croc. Now I'm going to give a little origin to him because he wasn't shown. He was a science experimentation where a man and accidentally got mixed with this thing, which is called crocodile, and he's become Killer Croc, a deadly hunter found in the sewers, who was placed into Arkham after his scientist found him and is now in Arkham, but he is in a purposely made cell for him. It is in the sewer system. And the whole point of that is going to be in 3rd season. He will be kind of more elaborated on. But, yeah. Number 3 is Riddler. Riddler is in the whole Batman mythos, of course. Now, he was a part of the Children of Arkham, and Edward Nygma has since gone missing and was never found. Will he return in Season 2? You gotta watch. Will he return in Season 3? You gotta watch. And he is unknown where his location is. Number 4 is Mad Hatter, and he is locked up in Arkham, and in my version, he is a drug dealer, and he kind of is somewhat, he went insane originally, and he decided to sell drugs, and he became the biggest kingpin in all of Gotham, and that was the first villain that Batman really focused on stopping. Number 5 is both Jokers. If you don't know, I have 2 Jokers in my series so far. You're probably wondering why. Well, I wanted to give Joe Chill a full-on reason to murder Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. And it really did have a reason. That's the reason, and we'll be exploring it a little more in Season 2. In the first 2 episode opener, which will start soonish. They're being filmed right now. Whenever those get released, you will see the reason why Arthur Fleck hated, of course, it's basically Joker, the movie Joker, in my universe. Why? Because it was such a nice story to really give a reason for Thomas Wayne's murder, and yeah. So, Thomas Wayne's died by the normal Joker, Arthur Fleck. Then there is the other one, Jack Napier, who is in Arkham right now, and he has been pretty cooperative, and both of them are in Arkham in maximum holding cells, but they have both been proven to be very cooperative with Batman and other people, telling their story and talking to them. Pretty interesting. Number 6 is Victor Zsasz. He worked with the Mad Hatter, and now he's locked up in Arkham, good old Arkham, and he is a pretty brutal guy. If you don't know his story, Victor Zsasz calls his patients zombies, and he cuts the faces off of them, puts them in human position, killing the person. Honestly, he's a very creepy villain, so I'm excited that I kind of can tell him in a little more mature of a manner. He is in Arkham, or is he? Number 7 is the Ventriloquist, a great villain that I always loved as a kid, because it's not the puppet, it's the guy controlling him. It's not Scarface, it's the guy. And you never think about that. He is locked up in Arkham. He will be more explored later in Season 3-ish, but he will still be hinted at throughout Season 2. Number 8 is the Red Hood Mafia, which at this point right now has been fully taken out. They were the biggest crime organization, which led Jack Napier to fall into the chemical vat, which then, after his kind of, what I like to think is like when he went in the chemicals, it kind of, his clothes kind of solid up on him, so he was all silver, and then when he peeled them off, he was all white with green and red and everything, and so now he is more colorful, where he was for a while just pure silver, and I kind of felt that was going to be a nice little addition for the fact of him being like a blank model, and then paint was put onto him, making him this Joker. I think that's an interesting metaphor. That Batman is really the one. He was a blank canvas, and Batman and the Red Hood and everything in Gotham has made him into a Joker. So, yeah, I think that's a little fun thing. So the Red Hood Mafia has been fully taken out, and that will be kind of talked a little bit about in Season 2, and not talked about in Season 3. It is only kind of a reference for later things to come with the Red Hood gang. Number 9 is Penguin. At this point, he is not seen as a criminal. He is just seen as a owner and proprietor of the Iceberg Lounge, and he runs it, he controls it, and most crime happens there, but it is not associated with Penguin. So he will be kind of interesting to talk about, as he is seen as this untouchable person, and he will be this untouchable person throughout Season 2 and Season 3. Number 10 is the Scarecrow. You saw him in Superman, but he was locked up in Arkham. I didn't film that, and I didn't think, I don't know where to film that, you know? But assume, and you will know, that after Last Son of Krypton, you know, Superman was saying Scarecrow. Lex Luthor uses the Scarecrow tech to hurt Superman with kryptonite, and Scarecrow is now in Arkham. Number 11 is Professor Pig. Now, Professor Pig, if you don't know, is one of my favorite villains. He is honestly my favorites. So he is going to be mentioned a lot in Season 2 and Season 3, but never really fully shown because he is very insane. And number 12 is the world's deadliest assassin, who has now become one of the most valuable assets. It is Deadshot. I've always loved Deadshot as a character, but I think that they've always kind of told him wrong. After all, I think if I was a deadly assassin who had a daughter and I was wanted for multiple murders, I would try everything in my power to see her. So I would be very cooperative. And basically, it's like him joining the Suicide Squad, except it's him joining with Batman. And they're actually pretty good friends, that they trust each other enough, you know? They both feel like the saviors of Gotham right now. So, yeah. I'm hoping that will be a very fun little thing to see happen and come to fruition within them. And Deadshot is, of course, working at Arkham. He is the main guard right now, which is smart because you think about how many times people break out of Arkham. Honestly, someone like Deadshot, a perfect shot, will kind of stop that, you know? Anyway, those were my 12 villains that are in Children of Arkham. Well, it's going to be Court of Owls Season 2. Now I'm going to talk about 5 characters that I really want to throw in there. That I think about throwing in little solo stop motions or solo things. So, number 5, of course, is Mr. Freeze. I love him. I think that he could be really interesting to focus on as more of the insane type of villain. He's not going to be wanting Nora Freeze. He wants to help her, but he knows that she's safe. He's trying to figure out, Batman's delaying him. so he kind of thinks like linear, like I have to kill Batman, then I can save my wife, basically. And I think that will be kind of interesting to focus on later. Number 2 is Nightwing. I really want to do Nightwing, but it's kind of hard to jump track Dick Grayson. I do plan on season 2 him learning the ropes of being Robin and being Robin for a little bit, and then finally evolving into Nightwing. Number 3 is of course, why wouldn't I want him? Solomon Grundy. I really want to throw in Solomon Grundy, but I think he could be actually really way cooler in something like a Justice League Dark movie. I'd love to throw him in there, even if he's a cameo, but he doesn't really seem like a villain that Batman alone could be. And if you don't know Solomon Grundy, I think I'm going to make a video on him tomorrow, because he is that cool of a villain. Number 2, I would like to have kind of the Batman Who Laughs, but I don't really know about any way I could do that without bringing in the multiverse. So I'm not going to do that, but you know, he's one of them that's pretty high up there on my list of I want to. And the second one, I really want to include, my favorite, Hugo Strange. I love Hugo Strange. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of him. I think he'd be really cool to kind of be the final villain for season 3, but still season 3, still being written out, by the way. But I don't think he will be that much of a you know, that type of character. You know, I don't think I can really have him be kind of the Moriarty to Batman, which he should be, without kind of throwing Joker out of the whole mix of him being the archenemy. So who knows what will happen with Hugo Strange in my series of stop motions. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video at all, or found it fun to talk about with me just for a quick second about my original ideas for this new series of and retelling of Batman, I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, okay, don't slap a like. I never beg for likes, but you know, some do, but I don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to, go check out my Green Lantern stop motion. Subscribe to my channel, please. That would mean a lot from me. Along with, I do want to have some more questions. If you guys can leave me some pretty deep questions. Deep? I don't mean deep. I mean just questions in general. Who's your favorite comic book character? What's your favorite color? Stuff like those. Leave them to me in my comments. I want to do a Ask Me Anything type of video. And, you know, that's about it. Thank you for watching Rodimus2099. See you in the next video. Goodbye.